My name is Carol Tolbert. I work at the NASA Glenn Research Center. I manage the Manufacturing Innovation Project for the Office of the Chief Technologist. It's under Game Changing. It's a tri-center project. So I manage task leads from NASA Glenn, NASA Langley, and NASA Marshall. I've been an employee of NASA Glenn since 1991. And we're working in a very exciting area right now. It's called Manufacturing Innovation, but it's additive manufacturing. Additive manufacturing turns out a product that's lighter weight, sometimes than traditional machining. So as we learn more and more about it, we're looking for more and more opportunities to implement it. So employees are becoming familiar with how it works and what can be done with it, its capabilities and limitations. Ultimately, what NASA would like to be able to do is use additive manufacturing on orbit. And what that would do is it would reduce the number of parts we'd have to carry up. If there are things that break, hopefully you could make them right there on orbit. If there are things that need to be replaced, we can actually make it right there in space. Also, if we had a base somewhere and we needed to go from the moon to someplace else, ultimately we'd like to be able to use something like additive manufacturing along with the regolith that's already on the surface of the moon to be able to construct things that we need rather than carrying everything up. Daily, my job includes understanding where the technology is going, how we're meeting our milestones, how we're meeting our schedule, staying on budget, and just making sure that we progress the technology to where it needs to be for future NASA missions. As a student in school, my favorite subjects were always science. It was always science because it answers the question why, and that was important to me. I always wanted to know why. So biology, chemistry, physics were always my favorite subjects, and you can't do those without math. So I had to work hard at math. I worked very hard to make sure that I had the math that would allow me to do what I like to do, which was science. Throughout my career, I've been inspired by a variety of people, starting with my parents, my brothers, my relatives, the community I grew up in, and the various people I've met along the way who've been encouraging, supportive, and helpful. I try to inspire as many people as I can as I go along. I've been inspired by many. I try to be that inspiration for others as well.